the world's tallest building, a marvel of modern architecture, a symbol of strength, innovation, and ambition. The Pearl, soaring into the clouds, standing proudly against the skyline of Hong Kong. But beneath its glass and steel lies a secret, a terrifying secret that no one could have ever imagined. Dwayne Johnson plays Will Sawyer, a former FBI hostage rescue team leader, once a man at the top of his game, now living in the shadow of a tragic event that stole everything from him: his life, his career, and his sense of self. But Will is trying to put his life back together. He has a new family, his wife Sarah and their two children, Georgia and Henry. Together they start a new chapter, trying to leave the past behind and build a future. But when Will is called to inspect the Pearl, a building that promises to change the skyline forever, little does he know it's a building that will also change the fate of his family in ways he can't even begin to comprehend. The Pearl stands tall, so tall that even the air feels different inside. It's not just a building, it's a fortress, a self-contained world with everything anyone could ever need. But just like the tallest of trees, its height makes it a prime target for something much darker. As Will walks into the building inspecting security measures, he doesn't realize that somewhere deep within the towering structure, there are enemies at play. Enemies who want to see it burn to the ground. And worse yet, they want to take his family down with it. Suddenly, an explosion, a deafening roar, the building begins to shake and the sky seems to darken. Flames burst from the floors above. The Pearl is under attack. Will's worst fears come to life as the building, which was supposed to be a safe haven, becomes a death trap. Will's wife and children are trapped inside. But what's worse, no one believes him. As he tries to convince the authorities, they only see a man with a past, a man who is more of a suspect than a savior. Will is forced to take matters into his own hands, but with every second that ticks by, the stakes get higher. The clock is ticking, and Will has to face the terrifying reality that if he doesn't act fast, he will lose everything. But Will isn't just any man. He's a fighter. He's been through hell and back, and he'll do whatever it takes to save his family. The odds are stacked against him. He's alone. He has no backup. But his resolve is ironclad. Nothing will stop him. As Will ascends through the burning building, battling his way through flames, debris, and enemies at every turn, the tension rises with each floor. Every move is a gamble, every step a potential death sentence. He's not just fighting for his family, he's fighting for his redemption. Fighting to prove that he's not the man he once was, the man who lost everything. But the twists keep coming. His family isn't just trapped in a burning skyscraper, they're caught in a web of conspiracies, lies, and betrayal. The real masterminds behind the attack aren't just criminals, they're far more dangerous, far more powerful than anyone could imagine. With every floor, the danger grows. The building begins to collapse, piece by piece, as the flames consume everything in their path. Will is running out of time, and just when he thinks he has a chance to rescue his family, the walls close in. The enemies lurking in the shadows reveal themselves, and the ultimate showdown begins. It's a race against time. Will fights with everything he's got, his skills, his strength, his heart. But the question remains, will he make it in time to save his family? Will he escape the flames and bring them out alive? Or will the tower, the symbol of human achievement, be the tomb that claims them all? In a moment of pure terror, Will faces the impossible choice: risk everything to save his family or sacrifice himself to destroy the threat once and for all. The fire, the explosions, the chaos, Will and his family are fighting not just for survival, but for hope, for redemption. In the final moments, the stakes have never been higher, but Will's determination is unyielding. And then, with one final, desperate leap, Will does the unthinkable. He takes down the building's core, the heart of the threat. The flames rage, the building shakes. But just as everything seems lost, Will and his family make their escape. They emerge from the wreckage, battered but alive, and the city watches as the symbol of human pride comes crashing down, forever destroyed.